Welcome back, familiar to Northside LDN Caramba, and today we've got results from the Arsenal and Barcelona game in the Champions League. 2 wins, 3-point collectors. Before we get into that, what are you saying, Omar, man? How you been?
Hey, man. Doing well. Like you said, man, 3 points collectors, man. At the end of the day, man, it wasn't looking good. I didn't, if you ask me my honest opinion in the game, we'll get into it. But listen, what matters is the win, man. A win is a win, like we always say. And basically, we got the W. And listen, man, we're one win away from securing the top 8. So, man, happy days.
I hear it. Barcelona, 3-2 against Dortmund. As a Barcelona fan, man, what was your thoughts about your performance and the game?
Bias part of me is just gonna say a win is a win. But if you're asking me my honest opinion on the game, bro, I'm seriously, I'm not gonna lie, right? Ever since we've come back from the international break, there's been a change in this team. You understand what I'm saying, right? You can see like the naivety of the youngsters in this team. You understand what I'm saying, right? Because when it was going well, they were confident. They were overconfident, and you could see it in the way they were playing. They were playing amazing football, free flowing. But I feel like when they lost to Sociedad and they came back from the international break, you've seen a completely different Barcelona, right? And I knew this game was going to be a fight. Like, I knew this was going to be a tough game, right? And listen, at the end of the day, I said to myself that at this point in the Champions League, I just want to get it done. You know what I mean, right? I don't want to do the whole round of 32 thing. So it doesn't matter how we win. Let's just win our next 2 games and then let's secure top 8. You understand what I'm saying, right? Yeah. But that first half was not good. We controlled the game, but really we didn't do anything. You understand what I'm saying, right? We were like, there was too much overthinking in the box, man. That was what was. I'm like, bro, why are we not doing what we were doing before, which was just instincts? You know what I mean, right? You find the ball, you take the shot. Don't overthink things, right? And that was what was frustrating me. Second half comes in, right? We start the second half very well. Rafinha scores the goal, 1-0 up, we're cruising. And then once again, the same thing I've been complaining about all season. I'm tired of sounding like a broken with these guys, right? Defensively, man, I'm always worried whenever I see an opposition coming at us. I'm like, bro, why do I feel this way? And then a completely stupid penalty to give away Kovacic. I don't know what the guy was thinking, right? Why would you push the guy? Like, at the end of the day, that's ridiculous. We got away with one in the first half. You're not going to get away with the second one. They get a penalty. Grassi takes advantage, takes the penalty, scores. It's 1-1, right? I'm fuming. And then at the end of the day, Ferran Torres comes in. Fair play to him, because he's someone I've been critical of all season. Comes in within 4 minutes, gives us the lead back. And listen, like I said, credit where credit is due. I have not been a big fan of Ferran Torres. I still think that he's one of the players that needs to go. But if I'm going to be real, since this international break, since he's come back from injury, he's been doing well. It's not just he's just scoring goals. His goals are vital. You understand what I'm saying, right? Against Real Betis, he almost scored the winner until we messed it up. Against Mallorca, he scored the goal that basically gave us the lead. You understand what I'm saying, right? Mm-hmm. So, and also yesterday, came in from the bench, like Lewandowski, absolute stinker yesterday. Came off the pitch, right? Ferran Torres comes in 4 minutes into the game. 4 minutes getting into the game, he scores. We take the lead again. So you're thinking, all right, cool. 15 minutes to go. Let's just hold on, for God's sake. No, sir, we didn't hold on to the lead for 2 minutes. And let me say this very quickly, if I'm going to be very honest with you guys, right? Yesterday, as far as our high line, and you know this, no, sir, because I've said this on your channel, this high line, when teams start figuring out how to play against our high line, we are going to be screwed, right? Yesterday, Dortmund were playing well against our high line. They were actually finding gaps in the high line to actually beat the offside trap. And the second goal was literally that. They found
the goal, bro. That was, what was your goalkeeper doing? The high line, you got caught out. It was just like you got completely exposed at that high line. I get what you're saying. That second goal, but that was mad. I can't lie.
Absolutely ridiculous. And then at the end of the day, and it was at the end of the day, listen, fair play to them, man. They found a way to beat the offside. They clearly did the dude realize how high our line is, and they knew how to play against it, right? They get the equalizer. I'm sitting there fuming because I'm like, bro, I literally saw this in the weekend against Real Betis. It's like you guys don't learn. You understand what I'm saying, right? We don't learn. Like, why was I getting nervous? I was literally saying, yo, 15 minutes, please, guys, just hold on. Because I had a feeling, man. I just had a feeling in my gut that, dude, these guys are going to get a big chance and we just need to find a way to just firm it, right? And also, and then just like that, they equalize 2-2. I'm fuming. And then just like that, Ferran Torres again, commit the man, steps up again, scores the winning goal, right? And it's like I said, fair play to Ferran Torres, man. Yesterday, without a doubt, he was player of the game. Came in, bro, 10 minutes, 10 in a 50-year span, bro. He changed the game completely. He came in, the game was a draw, came in, he got us the winner. You understand what I'm saying, right? He was amazing in that game, right? But one thing I will talk about, and I'll do this on my channel later on when I do the things we learned on the Barcelona win against Dortmund. Defensively, we need Araujo can't come any sooner, man. Like the Araujo news is big for us because he was supposed to return against Dortmund. We bring in, he decides not to bring him on, brings in Eric Garcia, and then Eric Garcia gives away a foul that nearly costs us our equalizer. I'm like, dude, this is at the end of the day, man. This is bro. He couldn't have come at a perfect time because we need him. We need him in that back line, bro. I'm gonna be very honest. Listen, Inigo Martinez and Kubasi have done a good job so far. But at the end of the day, they are not our partnership, right? Kubasi is clearly the guy in the future. Inigo Martinez, for this whole thing.
Omar.
Yeah.
Omar, try jump out.
Okay. We're good now. I don't know, guys. Apologies for that. Flipping StreamYard, guys. Well, you can. This is StreamYard for you. Yeah, it's the both of us, man. It's the both of us. It's crazy. It literally froze when I left. No sad. Yeah, big up to everybody in the chat, guys. Make sure just let us know, man, because man, StreamYard's network absolutely destroys us. But yeah, guys. No sir, we'll be back very, very soon. His internet was moving like Jesus, bro. You know what it is? It's not even It's not even internet, bro. If you guys watched my Barcelona long yesterday, I was getting frustrated with my internet. Like that's why yesterday I was in a bad mood. I'm not even gonna lie, because the game wasn't even bad. It was just that, bro, the stream, bro, with the Wi-Fi is so annoying because it just buffers. You know what I mean, right? Like you try to fix it all over the place and it just keeps doing the same thing. That's why I'm like, bro. That's why, bro, it pisses me off. It really does, man. But big up to everybody here, man. It says mutants are hacking to North Side. They got my guy, bro. They got my guy. But big up Yasir, man. Bro, seriously, man. StreamYard is annoying. But Yasir, man, at the end of the day, Chelsea did their thing today, man. I didn't even how did the game finish? Because it was 3-1 the last time I saw it. The goodness of God. Yeah, man. They're trying to silence my guy, man. They're trying to silence him. My days. Oh, I finished 3-1. Okay, cool. Did Jean Felix score again today? I wasn't watching the game. I was in school. Because I know he's been doing well in the Conference League. I'm still at work. I haven't been watching it. Hey, hear it, man. Hear it. Listen, guys, make sure you guys smash the likes, man. Make sure you guys smash the likes, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, man. Yeah, let's get those likes. And listen, if you guys are new, go and subscribe, man. Oh, yeah, my guy. Yeah, listen, man. Former Barcelona wonder kid, man. Mark Diu doing his thing, man. Congrats to him, man. Because he was one of our youngsters that was coming through. But you know, ended up leaving. And Drewsbury Hall as well. And big up Rashid, man. Big up family, man. How you doing, bro? How you doing, man? Everything. I hope everything is going well, man. But yeah, listen. At the end of the day, but yeah, like I said, guys, make sure you guys subscribe to Northside LDN, Northside LDN. And listen, guys, go subscribe to my channel too, Omar UYT, guys. If you guys are new, go subscribe to my channel. And make sure you guys like the video, man. Let's get the likes up. How many likes are we at right now? We should be good right now. Big up Macy, man. Big up to you, bro. Big up to you every time. And you too, Ravi, man. I hope you're doing good. Jeez. Yeah, man. Listen, at the end of the day, honestly, bro, I'm gonna be very honest. We definitely, Barcelona definitely need Araujo back in the team, man, because I don't trust our defense. I don't trust this defense, right? Because as good as highly rated as much as I rate Kobasi very highly, he's still young, bro. You can see like he's still prone to mistakes and stuff like that. You understand what I'm saying? Is it still? Wait, am I lagging now? Are you guys? Guys, am I still lagging? Let me know, guys. I don't know what the hell is going on, man. These guys are really trying to. Let me know, guys, if my thing is still lagging. Hold on a second. Give me a second, guys. Guys, please let me know. Let me know, guys. If you got Yasir, let me know. If I'm still lagging, please tell me, bro. Tell me, bro. Because no, sir. How am I, bro? Am I good?
Yeah, you're fine, bro. You're fine.
Your camera looks like it's in.
Why is it so close?
Dude, I don't know what it, dude, bro. I don't, dude.
I'm actually so sick and tired of StreamYard, bro.
Dude, you and me both. I'm gonna be very honest, man. Like, dude, I enjoy doing this, but the reason I don't do it as much is because, dude, my internet has to be great. Like, stars literally have to align for me to literally have a great stream, bro. Because if it's not one thing, it's the other.
I thought it's me, bro. I swear down, I can't keep doing this with StreamYard, bro. I'm gonna move, bro. I can't keep doing
bro. I'll follow you, man. I'm gonna be very honest, man. I'm gonna have to, like, bro, because I want to be doing more streaming, but dude, my StreamYard be annoying me. Like, bro, I'll be trying to do streams. Sometimes it works, and then sometimes it's buffering. I literally have to delete stuff and literally restart the whole thing because the thing is still lagging. Absolutely annoying, man. But apologies, guys.
It's calm. We can hear you, man. We can hear you. But yeah, what did you think about Yamal? Because I thought he was actually balling out, bro. Like that kid is such a talent, bro. Everyone already knows it, but bro, he's such a baller, bro. Like the amount of assists that he puts on the plate to Rafinha and to other players, bro. He's such a baller, bro. Like the way he takes on a player, his way to pass, outside of the boot pass, like the guy just reads the game perfectly, man. He's an absolute talent, man.
Bro, listen, man. At the end of the day, bro, I've run out of superlatives for this guy. I really have. Like, dude, even yesterday, right? You see, when I was sitting there talking about players who were overthinking things, Yamal was literally the only one that wasn't overthinking things. Every time he saw space in the box, he was taking the shot, cutting in sets. He's a tiny little space. He's not afraid to take the shot. You understand what I'm saying, right? He's not afraid to take on his man. You can see it, bro. This guy, bro, like, I'm like, dude, this guy's a kid, bro, right? And he's bro, he terrorizes defenders. Defenders are scared of this guy because they know, because you know, as a defender, he's gonna come at you. He's not afraid of anybody, bro. He will come at you and take your legs. You understand what I'm saying? It's absolutely insane, bro. This guy, right? Bro. I'm gonna be very honest, man. Like, I've run out of superlatives to say about this kid. And you know what's crazy? He's just growing. That is what is so scary about Yamal. I keep telling people, I'm like, bro, as a Barcelona fan, the only thing I can say is protect this kid, Barcelona. Protect him, bro. Don't do the Ansu Fati thing on this guy, bro. Don't overpay him for club and country until the guy becomes injury prone. Protect him. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna be very honest, man. We have a talent, bro. I didn't think in my lifetime we would have anyone, no say, who could even so much as even resemble Lionel Messi for even a tiny little bit. And I said to myself, I said, bro, if we have a player that even had half of what Messi's talent is, bro, I would be happy. This kid is literally giving me hope. I don't know how Barca does this, bro. I really don't get it, bro. How does my club keep doing this? When Messi was getting to the end of his time, people were saying, bro, we will never see another Messi. How's Barcelona going to survive, bro? We've literally just a new generation Messi in just like that from our academy, bro. It's insane to me, bro. Like, I'm blessed, man. Appreciate it. I'm always gonna say it, man. Thank to the stars, man. At the end of the day, man, it is what it is. We have a new superstar in the block. We just need to protect him. That's really it.
Yamal is crazy, bro. Like the one thing he needs to improve is his shooting. I think he can still improve his finishing. He's unlucky near post. He had a shot and the goalkeeper saved it. But bro, his reading of the game is beyond his years. His passing is beyond his years. Like the way he sees runs, bro. Like the way he just cut in. I think he like threaded it through. I don't know if it was for Ferran Torres or if it was for Rafinha.
Yeah, was it the Yamal one outside the boot?
Bro, he's so cold, man. Like Yamal is so cold and he's composed as well. Like people talk about Rafinha, and Rafinha has been scoring goals and he's doing really, really well. Yeah, but I can't, bro. Yamal, bro. How old is he now? 18?
17.
17. He's still 17.
17, bro. He is still not at the age to drink, bro.
Bro,
dude, you know the signature cross now. Because last time I was on Lee Gunner's stream when we were watching the Mallorca game, right? And literally while I was watching it with Lee, he literally did the assist for Rafinha like that. Outside the boot, crossed into the box. I'm like, Lee, bro, look at what this guy is doing. Dude, and he did it against Batiste. And then he did it yesterday. I'm like, bro, this is his signature move. Like, you already know. He is not going to use his right. He's not going to take his right. He's not going to shoot with his left. He's going to always use his left foot to little like that's his signature cross, bro. It's actually insane. And you just mentioned it. At the end of the day, yes, he needs to improve on his shooting. But even his shooting is not bad for his age. And that is what is crazy, right? Like, at his age, he shouldn't even, like, bro, think about it. At 17, you should not be putting any pressure on a 17-year-old in this kid. I'm not even saying you. I'm talking about everyone. The fact that people are looking at him saying, you just need to improve on this and then you'll be good. Bro, people already see the potential in you. And all you need is that. And the thing is, Yamal has so much time, he can literally hone that skill in his you know what I mean? Like, bro, a few moments, like remember the Euros against France when he scored that curler, bro, outside the box. I'm telling you, man, he's got it in the bag. He's got those things like that in his bag, bro. He has it. It's there. He just needs to improve on it. And bro, when he gets that finishing nailed on north side, I'm telling you, bro, the world is not ready for this kid. This kid is taking over everything, bro.
Nah, yeah, his talent is frightening, bro. Like he just runs the game, bro. And the thing is, he's not even selfish. Like he sees the pass, he sees the run. It's always the right way to pass. It's always the right thing to do. Like he crosses it when he needs to, he takes on a play when he needs to. Do you know what I mean? He shoots when he needs to. Like even just saying that he needs to improve his shooting ain't even, bro. Like he's got all the potential to be a proper superstar. But he's already a superstar. But bro, this kid, like, it's mad. The level that I believe this kid can reach, man. It's actually crazy, bro, how good this guy is at reading the game, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have to sit here and be watching bum players like flipping Martinelli, bro, that can't make a decision. Don't know how to flipping link up play. Don't know how to shoot. Don't know when to take on their man. Don't know how to cross a ball. Do you know what I mean? It's crazy, bro. It's actually crazy, bro. Like every single time I see Yamal, bro, I'm always impressed, man. How good this kid is. Every time counter-attack, he makes the right runs. Like even this one, I'm just seeing right now. Bro, he just cut in a little pass for Ferran Torres. Boom, scores. Like, bro, he just makes his decisions so quickly, but he makes the right call at the right time. He doesn't let defenders set. He'll take you on and he'll release it straight away, bro. He's direct and he's skillful, bro. Like he's just a baller, man. He's just a baller. This is the thing, yeah. When you see a baller, you can tell when you see a baller, man. You can see it. No one cares about XG. No one cares about all of that. The kid is frightening, bro. He's a very, very, very good player, man. Very talented kid. And hopefully you guys look after him. You know what I'm saying? But you guys did it with Messi, man. You bought through Messi. You know what I mean? You bought through Messi when you had Ronaldinho. Your club has, you know, you got heritage in bringing through these youngsters and getting the most out of them. Do you know what I mean? Right. So I think he's at the perfect club to continue to develop, man. You know what I mean? He's at the perfect club to continue to develop. Your manager, obviously, you say about overplaying him. Does he start every game?
Basically, yeah. I think if I'm not mistaken, he's probably been benched. I think maybe 2 or 3 times this season. However, I will say this though: the manager has always doesn't pick playing for 90 minutes. Clearly, the manager sees how valuable he is, because when we're playing games where basically we are leading or we are comfortable, he takes Yamal off. You understand what I'm saying, right? And I like that. You understand what I'm saying, right? Protect your valuable players. You understand what I'm saying, right? Even yesterday, he took him off. I know he took him off around 90 minutes. But for me, I'm just like, listen, at the end of the day, don't risk it. We saw, what's his name? Dortmund's defender, Schlotterbeck, right? Little right at the end, nearly scored the equalizer, ended up twisting his knee and ended up getting stretched out of the pitch. This is my thing, man. At the end of the day, injuries can hit any time, right? Even like Rafinha, he was hobbling. Like there's talks of injury scares, but apparently he's come out and said he's fine. You understand what I'm saying, right? He just wanted to be taken off. He was just having some unease on his thigh muscles and stuff like that, but he'll be fine. You understand what I'm saying? But it's crazy, isn't it? Because look at this kid. Look at this Yamal kid. He's the same age as Ethan Wanyeri. Not side. He's the same age as your midfielder. The guy who apparently is not ready. But every time I see him playing, I'm just like, bro, I've already said this, man. You can at the end of the day, you can sit there and tell me the sky is green. If I look up and the sky is blue, you can't convince me. No matter how many times you tell me. I have eyes. I can see. You understand what I'm saying, right? And the problem is, this guy keeps telling everyone, oh, he's not ready. All right, cool. Why is it that every time this guy, you give him even a 10-minute cameo, he's coming on the pitch and he's being the best midfielder or best player on the pitch? Even in games when you guys are not even winning, when you guys are literally being closed down, this guy comes in, already does more than the whole squad. And I'm sitting there, like, this guy is genuinely trying to insult my intelligence as a football fan, isn't he? Like, bro, like, dude, at some point, you just have to ask yourself, sometimes you just have to say that, bro. You just have to say, this guy genuinely thinks we don't know ball. Like, he thinks that we, because we're fans, we don't know ball. Like, bro, my eyes don't deceive me. You understand what I'm saying? And especially when you're seeing, like, some of your players in your team committing stinker after stinker after stinker after stinker after stinker, and you're like, bro, we just talked about him. Martinelli has been stinking out the joint, not just for this season, but ever since last season. But he keeps on getting played. And yet this guy still keeps on intelligence when we're watching this, right? And we're just sitting there like, bro, at the end of the day, like, dude, at this point, I feel offended. You are questioning. It's like you're questioning my footballing IQ. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm seeing this guy, but you're trying to convince me that he is actually one of our most valuable players. Not good. We're going to talk about the Arsenal game, but the point is, at the end of the day, if you're good enough, you're old enough. It's that simple. At the end of the day, Yamal got a chance. Why? Because we had injury crisis. We had an injury crisis, and we needed a player. So we went to our academy, looked around, and saw this kid at 15 years old. No, side. 15, bro. He was playing alongside 18, 19-year-olds, literally making them look like bin boys, bro. Like, seriously. 15 years old. And everyone was like, bro, dude, how old is that kid? 17. 15, bro. You got 15-year-old playing against 19, 20-year-olds, making them look like cone men. No. Bring him to the first team. Nah, but he's just 15. Nah, bro, I don't care. Bring him to the first team. You understand what I'm saying, right? Comes in, brings him on the bench, starts him. This guy comes in, first debut, man. Instantly, first time I saw this kid, I was like, yo, talk to me, man. No. This kid is the deal. Bro, I swear to God, even if you ask Lee, he would tell you the same thing, bro. He watched his debut. I saw this guy for 5 minutes. I was like, yo, this kid is a joke. This kid is a joke, man. I was just sitting there saying, yo, he's 15. He needs more time. Bro, this kid just kept on growing. Like, dude, the way his game grew was shocking me. And I've been watching football for over 20 years. You understand what I'm saying, right? Like, dude, I'm like, bro, this kid, he's only been playing football for almost a year and a half. Already, man, he's gone from being a player who the Barcelona C team to now a European champion and a superstar. And that's entitled, and you know what that is? A testament to him. And before we talk about this, at the end of the day, let me remind you where this guy plays. He's playing for Barcelona. There is no bigger pressure than playing for a club like Barca. Go ask players like Coutinho.
Other than maybe Real Madrid.
That's my point, right? Go ask Coutinho. Go ask Antoine Griezmann. Go ask Ousmane Dembele what the pressure on Barcelona is like. Barcelona's fans are unforgiving. You understand what I'm saying, right? This kid has come into Barcelona at 15 years old and literally outshone all of these players. All of these people, right? And you know what? He made that place his own. Because when all those other players who were injured came back, this guy became so good, he could not be dislodged from the team. You couldn't dislodge him. He went to the Euros at 16 years old, started in the Spanish national team. Right? Was one of their superstars, won them the Euros alongside Nico Williams. Right? That partnership in that wing absolutely terrorized that whole Euros at 16, you know. Like he turned 17 during the Euros. When he arrived, he was still 16. Right? But yeah, apparently Ethan Wanyeri is not ready. He's too young. He needs more time. All right, cool, no problem, bro.
I mean, before we get into that, before we get into the Arsenal game, did you watch the game or watch the highlights of Man City Juventus? They lost 2-0.
I did.
And bro, Man City had opportunities. They had chances to score. Haaland had about 2 chances. The Doku one, he misread Haaland's run and he just squared it out of play. But Haaland had 2 opportunities to score. Gundo had a shot that was going to go top and got saved. That was a good save, to be fair, from the goalkeeper. If he had a bit more power, maybe he would have scored. They had opportunities, but defensively, oh my God, bro. Vardy out again, not marking his man, ball watching for the first header, the Vlahovic goal. Then the bicycle kick on the break. They had 3.
Oh my days.
City were playing a high line. They had a defensive. They had only 3 defenders at the back to defend it, and it's like nobody marking. Who is it? McKennie.
Western America's finest. Yeah, man.
Bro, I can't lie, man. Man City defensively. Oh my God, bro, absolutely horrendous, bro. Horrendous.
Yep. Absolutely. Listen, let me say this, because I said this yesterday on my show, True Ballers FC, right, with the panel. Zia was actually there, so he knows. Let me before I do talk about, let me talk about the game. I said this on my channel, bro. Juventus, right? On paper, you can say, yeah, but they lost to Juventus. Juventus are a good team. This and this and this. No, 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 no. If you have not been watching, like, bro, I've already said it. Thiago Motta is a fraud, bro. That guy is a fraud. Like, people don't talk about this guy. This guy literally arrived at Juventus this summer, right? He's in the Serie A. He's still unbeaten, right? And that sounds great until you realize this guy has drawn, like, I think 9 games. And they've only played 15 games in the league. No, 15 games. This guy has drawn 9 of them in the league. He's only got 6 wins, right? In the Champions League, bro, they lost at home to Stuttgart, right? Then they were absolutely battered to the ground against Aston Villa, and if it wasn't for that controversial goal that wasn't given, they would have lost that game. Like you saw it yesterday, City had chances. They had chances, and they didn't take their chances, right? And fair play to Juventus, right? Because I'm gonna be very honest, I thought they were gonna lose the game. I've not been impressed with Juventus in the Champions League, but they did their thing. But honestly, we need to talk about the bigger picture, which is Manchester City. I don't know, bro. This is genuinely the most vulnerable I have ever seen Pep Guardiola in my life, watching him as a football fan. You can see it, man. I even made an analogy yesterday on my channel where I said, Pep Guardiola right now is like a mad scientist who every single thing he used to experiment he would perform would always work the first time. Any mad experiment, no matter how crazy it sounded, he just tried it, it worked. You understand what I'm saying, right? And now for the first time in his entire life, he's trying an experiment and the experiment is not working and he doesn't know what is happening. His brain can't compute. His brain is processing why it's not working because it always works the first time. You understand what I'm saying, right? And at the end of the day, I'm sorry, I have to call this out. You know what's happened to Pep? You know what's happened to City? Pep's arrogance. You see, Pep, I think he's gone to a point now where he thinks he's Jesus. He thinks he can turn water into wine. Listen, I don't want to use, obviously, I'm Muslim, right? I don't want to use that. I'm not using that in a disrespectful tone, right? My point is, I'm trying to make an analogy of, he thinks he can turn anything into gold. You understand what I'm saying, right? Like, dude, this guy's arrogance to think he can go out and sell a player like Mahrez and replace him with a Doku is arrogance. You understand what I'm saying, right? You thinking that you could go around selling all these players, right? Right? And not having a good enough squad, but still thinking that you still had what it took to still walk the league because you've been doing it the last 4 years is arrogance. You understand what I'm saying, right? You think that you take this old, experienced, winning team that have gone to a point now, they have won so much that their hunger for the game is gone. You still think that you can motivate them to continue doing what they're doing? That's arrogance. You understand what I'm saying, right? The problem with Pep is his arrogance is finally catching up to him because you know what's happened now, right? His seasons upon seasons of always getting away with having a poor start to the season, but always finding a way to go on a winning streak and then finding a way to get it back. Listen, man, you can't keep doing that every year and thinking it's gonna work. You understand what I'm saying? Because they were doing that. You remember when they were going on that, like when they went like 2 games or 3 games without winning, everyone was like, yeah, but the City, they will still find a way to come back. I believe that Pep in his mind really thought that too. He was just thinking, yeah, it's just a little bit of a hiccup, but we will find a way back. It's been 1 win in 10 games, Northside. 1 win in 10 games. Bro, I'm telling you, this has never happened to Pep. Like you saw it, like that game against Feyenoord in the interview room. All those scratches in his head and his face. Bro, this guy, the pressure is in his, like the pressure is mounting on him. He doesn't get it. He doesn't understand. His brain is he's asking himself questions. He doesn't understand what he's doing wrong. You understand what I'm saying? He's not used to this. At the end of the day, it's on him. I'm sorry, this is on him, right? Because there's a lot of players in this squad that were not good enough. The fact that you decided to bring back Gundogan, who wasn't good enough for us, the fact that Hansi Flick, I'm looking at Gundogan now, and I was pissed off when he left. But now I'm looking at Gundogan thinking, Yo, Hansi Flick must have really seen something. Bro, he watched this guy in preseason and knew this guy was not going to be good enough in the season. He knew. He saw something, bro. And then you decided with your arrogance that you thought you could bring him back and just continue winning. Well, there you are. At the end of the day, you are far away from the league. Now look at you, bro. We're there 22nd in the Champions League. You know what I'm saying? Like this is not just oh, he's out of form in the league, but he's doing well in no. This are serious problems over the Manchester City right now. And Pep Guardiola, he needs to put his ego aside and accept that you know what, he took an L in this one. Right? Go out there in the summer and do what needs to be done. Get rid of all the players that are in this team. Because, dude, we have talked about there's too many players that need to get out of this squad. Bernardo Silva should have been sold. This guy has made it clear for seasons that he doesn't want to be at the club anymore. Right? Players like De Bruyne, he needs to find a replacement for De Bruyne. Phil Foden's form has dropped off. Gvardiol, like you mentioned, man, what's happened to this dude? Because he was looking good. Looking good for a while. Dude, he has been one of their poorest players during this run. And he's been costing games as well. You understand what I'm saying, right? Jeremy Doku needs to go. I've said this before. I'll say it again.
No, even Ruben Diaz, bro. Ruben Diaz, played well against Crystal Palace, bro. He made some really good last-ditch tackles. He played well. But guess what? The rot will settle when the defending as a team art. It's not an individual. Yes, individuals 1v1 need to win their duels. They need to show the man down the line. They need to make sure they recover the ball, make sure that they protect and do their job as a unit. But if the whole system as a whole is not good enough, eventually other players, their form will go down as well. Diaz, this game against Juventus, poor. Walker, poor. Why are you allowing him to cross the ball into the box? The first thing you learn as a fullback, show him down the line. Do not let him cross the ball. But it's just like, bro, if you want to go down Man City's right-hand side, Kyle Walker ain't going to do nothing to stop you. You can cross the ball, you can pass, you can take him on. He ain't doing anything. Nothing. He ain't protecting that back line. And this is the thing, Vardy as well for that goal. Bro, what are you doing? Ball watching. But then again, Vardy's a young player. Rico Lewis is a young player. What are they getting led by? A midfield that's got Grealish and Gundo. Gundo can't do the defensive work. That's not his game. He's a creative player. It's not his game. He's not going to get back and win the ball. Grealish, he's a dribbler. He's an attacking player. He's not going to do the dog work. And forget about De Bruyne doing the dog work because he ain't going to do it either. Mm-hmm. You've got a midfield free that nobody can recover the ball and transition with it. You know what I mean? They're good at transitioning. They're good at attacking, but they're not going to win the ball back. Do you know what I mean? It's just, bro, I don't understand what Pep's doing, bro. You got Matheus Nunes there on the bench. Why didn't you start him? If you don't rate him, why didn't you go out and get Bruno Guimaraes then? You were linked to Bruno Guimaraes. You were linked to Declan Rice. You allowed him to go to Arsenal instead of paying over the odds. Then you were linked to who else? I think those are the two DMs that I know that they were linked to. Zubamendi. Zubamendi, you didn't go out there and put the money on the table to go get Zubamendi. So now you have to use what you've got. You've got Matheus Nunes. That's the backup to Rodri. You have to play him. You have to make it work. Change the formation. I know you got injuries. Change your formation. This guy is so stubborn, and this is the problem, bro, the stubbornness is calm. But when it gets to a point, it gets to a point where it's like, bro, change it up. It ain't working. With the players available, it isn't working. You have to find a solution. And that is why I just don't see him as a, you know what I mean? I saw, what's his name? Have Hope say it in one of his videos. I saw it yesterday. He said Pep is a great coach, but not a great manager. He's not managing the situation well at all. As soon as he doesn't have one of his key players, he looks like he's struggling. And I have to agree with that point. Big up to Have Hope. You know what I mean? I have to agree with that. You are not managing the team that you've created. You've had this team for ages, bro. Oh, thank God. Listen, later on today, I will be doing the meltdown show. Don't worry about that. We're going to enjoy ourselves. Thank God, please. Come on. You know what I mean? Let's make it 2-0.
Hey, they're playing Victoria Pilsen, right? Yeah, Victoria Pilsen. Wow. Yeah, they are 1-0 down. Yeah. Three losses in a row? Is it 3 losses in a row incoming? Okay. It's Vidra who actually scored the goal. Vidra. Okay. Czech Republic striker. But yeah, I do agree with all your points, right? You know what it is? Do you remember you see when I looked at that midfield, you know what it reminded me of? No, sir. Do you remember when you guys played Bournemouth and you played Declan Rice, Thomas Partey, and what's his name? What was that front that midfield three you guys played where it was zero creativity? It was, I think it was Jorginho, Thomas Partey, and what's his name? Declan Rice.
Moreno in the 10.
Yeah, you had Moreno, Declan Rice, and Thomas Partey as a midfield. Literally zero creativity amongst the three, right? Basically, this is the opposite of that. This is a team full of creativity and no defensive work. Like, bro, like I've said this before, man. At the end of the day, I feel like this is a learning curve for Pep if he's smart enough. You understand what I'm saying, right? He needs to take this as a humbling experience and actually go out there and say, you know what? I've signed a new contract. I'm gonna be here for a while. There needs to be a clear out. You know what I'm saying, right? There needs to be a clear out, and we need to actually go up and buy players that are actually good enough. Stop this experiment on trying to make players better than they look. Because that's what Jeremy Doku was. I literally said this on my stream yesterday. I was like, yo, I watched this guy start Rene. This guy wasn't even good over there. His finishing was awful over there. He didn't even, like, dude, apart from his pace, he literally had nothing. I was saying this. And I remember they splashed out 70 million for, I'm like, bro, you guys splashed out 70 million for Beetlejuice. Are you actually taking the piss? I'm like, bro, I've watched this kid, I watched this guy at Stade Rennais. I don't see, what do you guys are seeing that I'm not seeing? You understand what I'm saying? And the same thing, this guy now has been at the club now for what? Like last season was his first season. Okay, this is second season. Have you guys seen any signs of improvement from this guy? Any signs at all? But there we go. At the end of the day, Pep.
Yeah, but you already know they rate these ballers that they've never watched. It's the same thing with Arsenal when the fan base was gassing up Fabio Vieira. They never seen him play. They gassed up Kivior. They never seen him play. They weren't watching him at Spezia. They weren't watching Kivior at Spezia. They weren't watching Fabio Vieira at Porto. They don't watch the Portuguese league. You know what I mean? But that's the thing, bro. They don't watch the league, but as soon as they link to the club, oh, he's a great signing. You never watched him in your life. And this is why when we bought Timber, I said, I will judge based on, I'll give him a certain amount of games and then I'll judge him. Same with Calafiori. I'll give him a certain amount of games and then I'll judge him and I'll give you my thoughts on the player. Because I never saw him play for his club. I didn't watch those games. So it'd be disingenuous for me to say, oh, Calafiori is rubbish when he first come. Timber's rubbish. I said, you know what? I don't know. Let me see what these players do. And what I've seen is Timber, his best position is at right back. Mm-hmm. He's a good defender that can dribble with the ball, can defend. And I feel like he does Ben White's job better on that right-hand side. Calafiori, I see that he drives forward. Not a great passer with the ball. Mm-hmm. Has the ability to score a goal like he did against City earlier on in the season. But 1v1, he gets cooked. Just like Zinchenko. He's got the same liability as Zinchenko. Yeah. And based on the games that I see him playing for the club. But these lot will just see a player, as long as he's young, or the fan base fancy him, oh, he's a baller. You never seen the guy play. How can you say he's a baller? You never seen him play. It's fine to say, I don't know much about him. I'll give him a chance.
Yep.
And after I give him a chance, I want to see what this player's about. Ethan. I didn't know much about Ethan coming through the academy, because I don't watch the academy players.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Ethan performed man of the match against Preston, man of the match against Bolton. In the league, coming off the pitch, scoring a goal in 10 minutes. I said, okay, cool. He's given me enough for me to say, I want to see more. I want to see more. Mm-hmm. Give him good amount of minutes. Give him 45 minutes, when we're dominating a game. Give him more minutes. Let's see how good the guy really is. To this day, I don't know how good his level is because he only gets 10 minutes, whether we're losing, drawing, or winning. He gets 10 minutes. So I don't know what his level is.
I agree with you. No, see, this is the point, right? You just meant, like, bro, that's literally the perfect analogy, right? You see, the Calafiori thing is the perfect example. You see, when you guys signed Calafiori, right? I literally said this. I remember talking to not just you, but other Arsenal fans, right, who were backing up the Calafiori deal. I said, be honest with your life. How many of you knew who Calafiori was before Euro 2024? And do not tell me that you watched him at Bologna. I don't. No. Because I watch a lot of football. I didn't know who Calafiori was until I saw him in the Euros. You understand what I'm saying, right? This guy, He might, maybe in Italy, he might be rated very highly. But I'm going to be very honest with you. I've seen players be hyped too many times in my lifetime to know hype can be just hype. I'm like, okay, let me from my analysis, from what I saw during the Euros, this guy scored an own goal against Spain. This guy in 3 games, I didn't see anything from him to say, yo, this guy is actually pretty good. This guy is actually this. I'm not saying he was awful, but it was just okay.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying, right? He was just okay. But then the Euros ended, and then he was linked to Juventus and Inter Milan, and then linked to Arsenal. They were trying to link this guy to Real Madrid and stuff like that, which I don't believe, by the way. I believe that this was just all paper talk. You understand what I'm saying, right? But basically, because he was highly rated, and you heard the names like Inter Milan, Juventus, Real Madrid are after him. So it sounds great when you think that, oh, Arsenal won the race for this guy. So everybody just started becoming scouts all of a sudden. You understand what I'm saying, right? All of a sudden, these people thought they were scouts. Oh, this guy, when he was in Bologna, he did this and did this and did this. First of all, I don't want to get this wrong, but I'm sure this guy, before he was at Bologna, he was in another club. He might have been in AC Milan, Inter Milan, or Juventus, somewhere like that. He was deemed not good enough. He left Italian football, went to Basel in the Swiss league, right? And when he was at Basel, he did well there. Then he got the move to what's the name? Bologna. And to be fair, he was one of their better players, and that's why they finished in the top 4. You understand what I'm saying, right? Nobody's taking that away from him. But that doesn't mean that this guy is going to be, like I said, at the end of the day, he might be, but at the end of the day, I haven't seen enough. I said it to myself. I said, listen, all of this talk that you guys are having, be real, none of you actually watch Calafiori. You guys are only seeing Calafiori for the first time, because I'm watching him for the first time. You understand what I'm saying, right? And I'm going to judge him from what I see when I watch him for Arsenal. Arsenal, I say, I'm not saying that he stinks out the place 24/7, but dude, this guy's not doing anything special. I'm not sitting and watching the games thinking, oh, Calafiori was one of the better players in the team, or this and this and this. I'm just sitting there saying, yeah, he was high. He was cool. He was okay. He didn't do anything wrong, but didn't do anything great. You understand what I'm saying, right? But this is the problem. People don't, you can tell, man, a lot of these people, they don't watch football, man. They don't. What they do is, they do this thing where they just hear, oh, this guy's the next big thing. He's the talk of the town. Oh, yeah, he's the guy. Like, bro, I literally used this. I was like, bro, at the end of the day, I rate a player like Alex Baena. You understand what I'm saying? I say that all the time. People say, oh, but who's Alex Baena? Why is it that he's not being linked to other clubs? Bro, I don't need players to be linked with other clubs. I've watched this guy with my own 2 eyes. That's the problem, isn't it? Everyone, like, unless a player is linked to another team, they don't rate him. Like, do you think that, bro, think about it. Where was the talk of Calafiori before the Euros? I didn't hear Arsenal being linked to this guy until after the Euros. Until you started hearing him being linked to everyone. Because that's what this is all about. It's the bidding war. Oh, we won the bidding war. Bro, I don't care about bidding wars. I want you to sign quality players. You understand what I'm saying? Go and sign the players that will improve my team. That's it. I don't care about this whole hype thing. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, it is what it is, man. But it needs to change, because I swear to God, man, like at the end of the day, it's what is ruining, especially English football. This is what ruins the English football, because English football is all about that marketing. You understand what I'm saying, right? Who is the one that everyone is on everyone's lips right now? Oh, is it Calafiori? Oh, Nico Williams now is the one that the people are talking about. Oh, this guy, that guy, that guy. You understand what I'm saying? Like in La Liga, I remember Madrid used to do this. Do you remember in 2014 when James Rodriguez busted into the scene, right? James Rodriguez is a baller. But I said this myself. I remember when they signed him, I was like, dude, you guys only signed this guy because he had 6 good games in the World Cup. Don't tell me you guys saw him in Monaco. Don't tell me you guys saw him in Monaco. You didn't see what he was doing in Monaco. I didn't know who James Rodriguez was before I saw him in the
But bro, it's the same thing that we had with Jesus. Like, we won this Monaco game, yeah, because of Saka. That's it. We won the game because of Saka. Jesus got the hype because he played under Arteta before. Who cares? This guy told us he's not a clinical goal scorer, bro. It is what it is. I'm not surprised, bro. You know what I mean? I'm not surprised. Martinelli, he's always had glimpses at Arsenal. I've never seen a consistent run and this guy turning up when we really need him to turn up. Martinelli's always been the understudy to Saka. Always. And Saka's not even world class, but he's the understudy to him. But because he's young and because he's Brazilian, they'll gas it up. Yeah, I'm saying they'll gas it up. Martinelli's rubbish. So is Jesus, bro. Both of them are rubbish. Mika Moreno, I don't even know what this guy is. And against Monaco, they didn't really do too much to really stifle us. Yeah, I mean, they're playing a high line and we kept catching them every time. This is why we created opportunities for Jesus 1v1 with the goalkeeper. Martinelli 1v1 with the goalkeeper. Hits it wide. Odegaard, yeah, I'm saying 2 shots wide as well. Saka had a rebound. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, they're poor. They're poor. So, of course, they're going to look good against this level of opposition. But at the end of the day, yeah, these players ain't good enough, bro. And they've been over-gassed up. There was a reason why Zinchenko and Jesus were bench players under Pep. And now everyone can see why. They were bench players. They were never players that were relied on week in, week out to perform. They weren't good enough. And we continue to do this mistake. But what does this manager do? Oh, we're going to go buy Havertz. Oh, we're going to go get Sterling. Why? These guys are not good enough for their clubs as well. They weren't good. You know, Havertz weren't good enough for Chelsea. Sterling wasn't good enough for Chelsea. Why do we keep getting leftovers thinking that we can transform players? If we're so good at transforming players, why didn't we transform Balogun? Why didn't we transform Reece Nelson? Why didn't we transform ESR into world-class players if we're so good at working with players that need to hit their potential? Why is that? You know what I mean? Sterling, I mean, at least he was, you know, he was effective at City. He was effective. Give him the system created a load of chances for him, which made him have a load of goals. But he's been on the decline the last 2-3 years. Not only on the eye test, but also statually as well. He's been on the decline. Why do we like to buy these players for money that they're not worth when they're on the decline and think that we're going to miraculously revive these guys' careers? Did we revive Peter Crouch's career? I mean, Peter Cech. Peter Cech was on the decline. We thought we could revive Cech's career. No, he was on the decline. When David Luiz was on the decline, we thought that we're going to get the most out of him. Do you know what I'm saying? When Welbeck wasn't good enough for Man United, we thought that we could go out there and get Welbeck. It doesn't work. Go get quality. We're wasting money. The money that we wasted on a Havertz, we could have got at least a Dovbyk. At least we could have got a Dovbyk, bro. And then you can go and get the clinical goal scorer. If we go and put the money down for Isak or let's say Gyökeres, and then we've got Dovbyk on the bench, that's a way better strike force than what we've got right now. If we went and got Consensao, you know what I'm saying, instead of renewing, getting Sterling on loan, is that not a better player than what we've got right now? Or Pedro Neto? But no, we do the cheapskate thing. We think we're smarter than the market. Arsenal have not outsmarted the market for 20 years. We was outsmarting the market when we've got Patrick Vieira, Bergkamp, Overmars, Pires, who else? Players like that, Adebayor, Nasri. When we got these players like that's when we ain't outsmart the market in a long time, bro. In a long time. Do you know what I'm saying? We ain't made an impact in a long time. This is why this fan base got overgassed when we got Ozil. Because we were, at that point, we were gasping for some sort of world-class player. And that's only because Real Madrid didn't want him anymore. Look at the way that we did business to get flipping, what's his name? Sol Campbell. Why is it that we can't do that now? We spend more money. Why can't we do business like that now? Because we're not interested, man. We're not interested in going out there to win. We're interested to build a team that can get Champions League money, progress to the quarterfinals, and then we just get our money and we move on. We keep going forward. That's it. The ownership money, the extra money from the Champions League, the team can, the club as a whole, you know, because when we got Champions League, yeah, we started renewing our sponsorship deals. Why? Because you can ask more money because you're in the Champions League. That's all it is. It's all about racking up money for the ownership, bro. That's what it is. You can get more money in the club for being in Champions League. And then as you progress, you get more money all of a sudden you got more money. The ownership got more dividends that they can take out the club, and that's what it is. We're not serious about investing in this club to get over the line. The last couple of transfer windows, Arsenal fans can't sit there and say, "Oh, we can't pay the money." No, if you wanted to be financially smart, there was players like Dovbyk, Paulinho was another one that wasn't stupid money to get Paulinho. We could have got Elise. We could have got Carlos Baena. You know what I mean? I think
Alex Baena, yeah. He's got a release clause.
Alex Baena. You know what I'm saying? We could have got Alex Baena. I think.
And you know what's crazy? You see what you just mentioned, right? About back in the day when you used to sign some of these players like the Henrys, the Bergkamps, the Lumbergs, the Perez's, and all that. Here's the difference. You see, when you guys signed those players had potential. Around that time, during that era, those players were highly rated. You see, Thierry Henry, yeah, people might have said, "Oh, he failed at Juventus." I'm sorry, he was there only for a season. 1 year, right? And before that, he had gone to the World Cup and absolutely ripped it to shreds. So he's shown he had potential. Even in Monaco, he showed potential. People saw the potential that this kid had. They were just like, listen, he just needs to be in a better environment and maybe we will see the potential. You understand what I'm saying, right? He wasn't a Juventus flop. Because in order to be a flop somewhere, you need to be there at least. For me, I don't judge a player based on one season. I judge you after 2 seasons, 3 seasons. You understand what I'm saying, right? If you show me the same thing after 3 seasons, I'm like, all right, cool. You are a failed experiment. You understand what I'm saying, right? Because sometimes the players sometimes come into a new league, they have to adapt. Because back in the day, that was Serie A. That was the best league in the world. It wasn't easy for you to just come to Serie A and just rip it into shreds. You understand what I'm saying, right? Like even guys like Shevchenko, when they came to the league, they didn't just come to the league and just started going crazy. They needed like a season to adapt. And then when they learned how the league went and then they were used to it, they started becoming gunman over there. You understand what I'm saying? Even Ancelotti, the great Ancelotti, who was his manager at Juventus, even admitted, bro, he misused Henry. He said it. He was like, yo, I didn't know which position to play him. You understand what I'm saying? If I knew he was so good as a striker, I would have played him out there. Because that's what Wenger did. Even guys like Lumberg, I know he was in Scandinavia, but dude, this guy was highly rated when he was in Sweden. You understand what I'm saying, right? He was considered one of the best talents to come out of Scandinavia while he was there. You understand what I'm saying, right? Robert Pires was at Marseille, if I'm not mistaken, right? He was doing well there. Patrick Vieira, you guys sent Patrick Vieira from AC Milan. That AC Milan team he wasn't dislodging Seedorf and them man back then. You understand what I'm saying, right? He was a youngster. He had potential. That's why you guys signed him, right? So this idea of trying to make players better, it only depends on how these players are rated. You just mentioned Bayern. People that watch La Liga, like me, like Lee, like people, La Liga fans, know who this kid is. They know this kid has potential. If you sign him, everyone who watches La Liga will say, yeah, we see why they signed him. These guys clearly did scouting. They did their scouting because this guy has potential. You understand what I'm saying, right? You just mentioned it. Signing a player like Dovbyk, everyone would have seen and said, okay, Dovbyk from Girona. Well, technically, he scored 23 goals in La Liga. So we see what they're doing. You understand what I'm saying, right? Even like players like Giroud. Like people don't like Giroud, right? But here's the thing with Olivier Giroud. Olivier Giroud was at Montpellier, he scored 29 goals and won the league. You understand what I'm saying, right? You can see why they signed him. Even though people may not have liked the signing made sense based on the fact that, yes, he had stock before he came to the league, before he signed for Arsenal, right? Which is what is important. You have to have stocks. Players like Jesus didn't have stocks. Their stocks went down. Where was Jesus going to go before he went to Arsenal? Let's be real. He wasn't going to go to a top club. You understand? With all due respect, he would go to a club that is okay, but he's not going to go to a club where you won't be seeing a Real Madrid or Barcelona trying to sign him. You understand what I'm saying, right? Kai Havertz, people try to link Kai Havertz to Real Madrid. Bro, Real Madrid, if this guy went to Madrid, bro, he would have been a corn man for them. Let me be clear, okay? Let's be clear. Because he was being linked to this, and this is what I'm saying, no, sir. You see what I was talking about? Basically signing players for the sake of, we won the transfer battle. That's what Kai Havertz was. Because Kai Havertz was being linked to Madrid and Bayern Munich. I mean, it basically looked like, Real Arsenal beat Bayern Munich and Real Madrid to the sign of Kai Havertz. No. Made no sense. At the end of the day, anyone who bro, look at how your rivals reacted to it. The fact that Chelsea fans were celebrating the fact that you took Kai Havertz from them should have told you everything. You understand what I'm saying, right? But this is the thing, bro. Mikel Arteta is a student of Pep. And what was I just saying about Pep? Pep's arrogance. You see, that's the problem, bro. Arteta has that arrogance. The difference is this. The biggest difference is that Pep Guardiola has history. He has the resume. His resume makes him arrogant. You are arrogant for no reason. This is why I've said it before, I'll say it again. I'm like, bro, you can never convince me that this manager, this guy is the... Because until he wins something, he's never going to be the guy. I've seen too many good managers who've been able to build teams and not be good enough to take them to the promised land. You understand what I'm saying, right? And that's what this guy is. He's a builder. He builds good teams. He's good, bro. He can, like, listen. If you take him to certain teams, if your club's ambition is we just want to be in top 4, we just want to be a stable team, Mikel Arteta is your guy. Go hire him. You understand what I'm saying, right? But for a club like Arsenal, whose ambitions is we want to win the league, we want to be competitive in Europe. That is what our final goal is. You have to then look at it and say, at the end of the day, as good as you've did well for us, Arteta, you need to go because we now want to take that big step now to go and win the trophies. You understand what I'm saying, right? Barcelona did those things. Real Madrid does those things. That's why I said players, a manager like Arteta would never have survived at Barcelona because all he would have is 2 seasons of inconsistency, and then he'll be gone. You understand what I'm saying, right? But it's the same thing that we keep saying. And at the end of the day, I've said it before, all of these Arsenal fans, y'all can make all the excuses you want. But at the end of the day, this is his team. There's no excuses. He's going to be in the mud in the end of the season when Arne Slot comes in his first season and wins the league. And I don't want to hear anything from any of these mutant Arsenal fans sitting there saying, "Oh, but he inherited a better team than than Arsenal." Listen. Let me tell you something, man. That analogy might have been able to work 4 years ago. It's not working now. Because guess what? That same better team that he apparently inherited, you know who finished above them last season? Yeah, Arsenal. You guys finished ahead of them. In fact, did you guys beat them? I think you guys beat them 4-1 at the Emirates, and I think you guys drew at Anfield, something like that, right? But basically, for the last 2 seasons, you guys have shown to be a better team than that Liverpool team that apparently he inherited. So if the team that they currently have,
a better team, if he gets it over the line, what does it say about Arteta right now that has his team and can't get it over the line?
That is my point. This is why I said I am not hearing that excuse. Because this team that Arteta has now finished ahead of that Liverpool team that apparently Arne Slot took over 2 seasons in a row. You understand what I'm saying, right? And if this manager who just came from the Dutch league comes in with that same squad with only 1 signing, by the way, just 1, right? It's not like he came in and actually brought some of his players with him. No, this guy's only had 1 signing who's not even playing in the team right now, right? And he's taking that Liverpool team to a Premier League title when you have been here for 5 years, right? Completely destroyed the squad that you had before, bring in your own players after 5 years, and the only thing you can give for it is an FA Cup that you won with another team, with another manager's team. You are done out here. You understand what I'm saying, right? And these Arsenal fans, yeah, there will always be those Arsenal fans that will always defend this thing. But the real Arsenal fans who watch will know at the end of the day, at the end of the season, when he wins the league, they will be all Arteta out. Get out of here, bro. Screw this. You are out of here, man. Get out of here, man. You're done. We're not hearing any more of your talk. This whole talk ended the moment Arsenal came to the league and won the league over you. That is where it ended. That's where the conversation ended. There you go.
I hear it, man. I hear it. North, I just want to address the elephant in the room, by the way, and put this debate to bed for all the deluded gooners saying Invincibles trumps Centurions. For me, both those records win 1 Premier League. So whether you break records or not, it's 1 Premier League. So how can it trump anything? How can one trump the other? One's got more points. The other one, when invincible, didn't lose a game. Both teams did enough to win the league, but they're both equal to one Premier League. So I don't really get the whole, which one's better, bro. For me, it's much of a muchness. Yeah, this is why when I say, when Arsenal fans talk about invincibles, bro, double winning seasons or treble winning seasons is a better season. More trophies.
I agree.
More trophies won. That's it. So if you win a league title, the invincibles look great because you didn't win, you didn't lose a game. Ultimately, it's still equal to one Premier League. If you do the Centurions, it's a great record to have. Okay, Centurions is equal to one Premier League. So when you're asking me what's better, Centurions or Invincibles, to me, there is no better. It's one Premier League. It's one Premier League game. That's it. Conversation done. It's much of a muchness. We can hold on to that record, but that record doesn't outdo the fact that other clubs has won in Europe or have gone, like, for example, Man City doing the treble or flipping Man United doing the treble. So really and truly, what we're talking about, our record, the Invincible, isn't the best thing that we've seen in English football. The trebles are. The two trebles that we've seen is the best achievement. Let's be real. Mm-hmm. They won a treble. They won a treble. That's it. Conversation done. Those teams are better. They won 3 trophies in a calendar year. Bro, they're a better team. That's it. This whole Invincible thing, I don't even care no more. Do you know why I don't care? Because we've used that and dragged it out every season. New much about Invincible. There's Invincible. Always looking back. Whoa, it's got to the point, I don't even care no more. Mm-hmm. I don't care because we're living off of that. If we continue to be successful and go forward, bro, you know what I mean? Some Arsenal fans wouldn't trade going Invincible for a Champions League North side. That's because they're losers, bro. Right. Because how would you not? We've won 13 Premier League titles. Okay, let's take away that we won 12 Premier League titles and a Champions League. Bro, all of a sudden, our stat chart in world football is bigger. Let's be real. 12 Premier League titles and a Champions League. We actually can talk to European elites now. Bro, I would trade a Premier League right now for a Champions League. I would have traded it, bro. I loved winning the league. Don't get me wrong. I love winning the league. But I hate the fact that my club is nobody in Europe. And it pisses me off, bro. It pisses me off. This is why clubs like Celtic, clubs like Porto, Benfica, clubs like that can chat to us about Europe. Flipping Villarreal can talk to us about Europe. Sevilla can talk to us about Europe. This is the reality. Tottenham can talk to us about Europe. What can we do?
That is crazy, isn't it? That is like, bro, that is literally the perfect analogy of that, isn't it? Like, listen, Invincibles, is it an amazing achievement? Yes. But here's the thing. Are you the only club that have ever gone invincible? No. Juventus went invincible. Bayer Leverkusen went invincible last season. Preston went invincible in the English league. You understand what I'm saying, right? It's a great achievement to go a whole season unbeaten. That's beautiful. That's great. But we've talked about this. I think the first time I was on your channel, Northside, right? The sacrifices you guys made for that invincible season was not worth it. In my eyes, it wasn't. You understand what I'm saying, right? Because let's be real. The only one that holds that invincible season in high regard is Arsenal fans. Arsenal fans are the ones that will always remind everybody that wants to hear, yeah, we went invincible. We were unbeaten. We weren't unbeaten. You understand what I'm saying, right? That's all great and good. Here's the thing. You guys sacrificed something that you guys could have held on for years. The fact that for years you guys used to run London in the early 2000s, in the 90s, in the 80s, all of these decades before the mid-2000s. You understand what I'm saying, right? The fact that you guys were dominating London and you had a chance to cement yourselves as the kings of London in 2004, if you guys have gone on to win the Champions League that season. Imagine if you ended that season, because you guys, I think that same week, you lost the FA Cup, you got knocked out in the FA Cup and in the Champions League. That's it in a week, right? Mm. if you guys had won the Champions League, I've always said this before, that invincible season, nobody was sitting there saying you guys would not even gone invincible that season. You guys could have gone for the Champions League and still went invincible. Imagine a season like that. Imagine a season like that where you win, you go unbeaten in the league, and you cap it off with a Champions League trophy. Like you can literally sit there and say, bro, we literally had the best season in Premier League history. Nobody can talk about our season because we literally went a whole season on it. 38 games, no losers, and went to Europe and dominated. We were the kings of Europe in 2004. Nobody was talking to us in 2004. You understand what I'm saying, right? And that is my point. At the end of the day, Barcelona in 2009 won the treble. In 2009, we won 6 trophies. 6 trophies, no side. 6. Still to this day, nobody has ever won 6 trophies. That Barcelona team, to this day, you still hear it. No, sir. You hear it to this day. People still talk about that Barcelona team to this day. To this day. Everybody still talks about that Barca team. That famous Pep Guardiola Barcelona team from 2008 to 2012. That's the reason why. You understand what I'm saying? Did Bayern Munich do 6 trophies in a season? Was it 5 or 6? If I'm wrong, I apologize.
I got to check.
I got it. Yeah, I'll go and check. But here's the thing. We did the sextuple, right? But not only that. Around that era, right, we cemented ourselves as being the most feared team in Europe. Like, bro, let's be real, no, sir. We've seen a lot of great teams. Right? But in the modern day era, no, sir, there wasn't a team that was feared like that Barca team was in that time, bro. No one in Europe wanted to play us. The only team I would look at in Europe at the time who I was like, this team used to worry me was Chelsea. But at that time, bro, we could literally play anyone. I would just sit down on the couch like, yeah, man, it's a W for us. Like, I could do that around that time. And nobody was playing us. Nobody wanted to play us. You understand what I'm saying, right? But guess what? We didn't go invincible a season during that time. We never went invincible. We never did 100 points. In fact, Real Madrid did 100 points before us. But yet, we were the ones that were feared more than those teams were. You understand what I'm saying, right? Because at the end of the day, it's not about going a season unbeaten, right? At the end of the day, you can go unbeaten. Yeah, this is the thing. There's a reason why people always talk about the fact that you guys draw 12 games. Because you know what it is? There were some games when you guys were not good enough, and it was very clear that you guys were only going to those games with the idea of not losing. You understand what I'm saying, right? You sacrificed the Champions League and you sacrificed an FA Cup. All because you wanted to have the moniker of, we went the whole season beaten. Congratulations, you got it. But you could have had so much more. That Arsenal team will go down in history for that invincible season. But you guys could have gone down for even something even bigger. Because if you guys were serious and said, listen, we are so confident that we can go invincible and still win the Champions League. They can look around and say, wait a minute, Real Madrid is out. Manchester United is out. Barcelona have been out for a while. AC Milan just got knocked out, right? Bro, all of the big boys in Europe, and you remember all the big boys, they were all out. It was literally on a play for Arsenal. Arsenal could have said, nah, the invincible season, we've never won a Champions League. We've never in our history won it. Bro, we could go down history as the team that brought the Champions League trophy to London. Do you realize how big that would be, right? And that's what Wenger should have done. Wenger should have looked this place in the eye and said, listen, man, I know you guys are looking at this invisible season, but I want you guys to realize we have something bigger. That Champions League is in our horizon, bro. You understand what I'm saying, right? It's in our horizon. It's right there. There's no Madrid. There's no Inter Milan. There's no AC Milan. There's no Juventus. There's no one here in our level. Everyone here on paper, we are better than. You understand what I'm saying, right? If we are on it, we can beat everyone. If they like, think about it, if they had beaten Chelsea, they would have played Monaco in the semifinals, and we know they would have beat Monaco. And if you beat Monaco, guess what? That match against Porto, I know that was Mourinho's Porto, but I'm sorry, that Porto team was still not as good as the Arsenal team that were invincible. If you guys were serious, you guys would have gone on to win the Champions League. And you guys never know. You guys could have gone unbeaten that season. So you guess what? You would have accomplished your goal of going unbeaten and to put the icing on the cake, with the Champions League with you, man. That is literally the perfect season right there. Literally the perfect season right there. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. You just mentioned it. It all, at the end of the day, 100 points is great. 100 points is great. That City team was incredible. But this is the thing. That City team wasn't considered the greatest team to ever play in the Premier League. Yeah, they might have been the best team to in the season. You understand what I'm saying? Because statistically, yes, 100 points, statistically, it showed that they were. You understand what I'm saying, right? But let's remember, the City team, before they won the treble, the 99 United team, they won the treble. You understand what I'm saying, right? And like you mentioned, the Invincibles, as much as I'm talking about the Invincibles, at the end of the day, the Invincibles for me is just as big an achievement as the Centurions. Because 100 points and going unbeaten, for me, I put them in the same level. You understand what I'm saying, right? Because it basically showed you were on it for 38 games. You understand what I'm saying, right? And that's what it's all about, right? At the end of the day, listen, trophies are trophies, man. But that's why, I look at the trophies the same way you do. I'm like, the more trophies, the better. Because for me, it cements to me that my team was so good. You understand what I'm saying? My team was so good, we were on it. I literally have this debate with Madrid fans every day, Northside. Every time, bro. This is the one thing I never agree with Madrid fans. Madrid fans will always sit there and say to me, "Oh yeah, but we did three European trophies in a row." Yeah, that's great, incredible achievement. I'm never gonna shit on it. You understand what I'm saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I want you guys to understand, bro. Do you know how hard it is, how tough it is to go a whole season in every single competition that you're in and win and leave as winners? It's not easy, man. You understand what I'm saying? That's why that Barca team in 2009 was revered. Because, bro, that Barca team walked in every single trophy, every single tournament, and won it. Convincingly. You understand what I'm saying? Right? And that's why that team is considered one of the greatest, if not the greatest team of all, one of the greatest team of all time, and definitely the greatest team of the 2010s.
I hear it, man. I hear it, bro. I hear it. I agree. I agree with everything you said. Let the people know where they can catch you, man. Make sure you're subscribing to Omar. The link to his channel is in the title. Let them know where they can find you and what you got coming up, bro.
Omar BYT, guys. You guys, the link is already in the title. I will be doing a live later on. I will be going into full depth about the Barcelona Dortmund win against Dortmund, where I'm going to be doing things we learned, where I will be breaking down basically the game slowly, right? Talking about things that we need to improve, things that we definitely got out of the game, and everything else, guys. So keep in mind, guys, I will be live later on my channel, guys. And big up to you, Northside, every single time, bro.
Nah, big up, bro. Big up to the chat. Big up to everyone locked in. Make sure you're subscribing to Omar BYT. The link to his channel is in the title. Make sure you do all that good stuff. And yeah, man, come on, man. I need Pilsen, bro. I need you to win, man. You know what I mean? You got 4 minutes of extra time to get that dagger, that United dagger. God willing, you get it. And big up, Omar, man. Love for jumping on, bro. And
yeah,
we'll
absolutely,
soon,
man.
bro.
Absolutely,
Love.
bro.
Love.